This is Sports Chat with Nat.
This is Sports Chat with Nat with Master T.
Hey
Listen,
y'all.
I'm somewhere undisclosed location, no backdrop, no nothing. But we making this work. I got some cotton on my eyelid. We're gonna make it work. I was
Oh
like,
no,
what's that white? It's a piece of cotton. I was scratching my eye with a cotton ball. But we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it do what it do. So
we got
anyway,
we had to come on and we gotta tell y'all what's going on. We know we
yeah,
a little late. We had some stuff going on, but we got some info for you.
all right, so look, it's week 6. We're gonna start off Thursday night, tomorrow night. Broncos and the Chiefs. I want to start right there anyway. First of all, they're talking a lot about Russell because they are 1-4.
Mm.
1-4. Now they're talking about Russell. This is the third time Sean Payton, as a head coach, has started 1-4. Wait a minute. Hold up. Now I saw Russell do one of his little post interview. Reverend Russell, you ain't got the same fire you had. Now, I don't know if you lost that fire because you ain't got a connection with Sean. I don't know. But Russell is number 12 in yards.
Mm.
But listen to this. Russell has 11 touchdowns. 11 touchdowns, and wait for it, only 2 interceptions.
So it's interesting. His stats are nice, but they're not translating into
they're not translating. So and so he has 11 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. Now, in the second quarter last week, they had to punt 4 times and that lost fumble. And so listen, and the defense has allowed the most yards in the NFL. That is not Russell's fault.
It's
That
not.
is,
I have
so
some of his players. I have Jared Judy on my fantasy football team, and he's not doing anything. So obviously, these stats are showing Russell's doing some stuff, but he can't be the only person on the team, which is true.
right.
The quarterback isn't the only person on the team.
So anyway, that being said, now Travis Kelce had that little injury. He came back and whispered something to Andy Reid with his helmet covering his mouth because he knew we was gonna read his lips. But anyway, he came back and he had a total of 10 catches. So all that being said, now and Russell got less interceptions than Patrick Mahomes. Uh-huh. Yes, he does. And he ain't even Patrick ain't even in the top with the listen. He ain't even in my quarterbacks with 11 or more touchdowns. That moving right along though. Chiefs 38, Broncos 21.
Oh man, you giving it to I mean, I want them. I want the Broncos to win. I mean, you kind of feel sorry for them, but yeah, I got the Chiefs on that one. Travis Kelce is still questionable, so if you have him on your fantasy football team like your girl does, you might want to either hold out until tomorrow night, or you might want to bench him if you have a better tight end.
Okay, moving right along. Next on Sunday at 1:00. We on 9:30. I'm sorry, 9:30 on the NFL Network. Ravens at the Titans. Now
In London, guys. Have another last no, this isn't the last, but this is the last London game. They have 2 more like international games though.
Okay, so now is you get what you pay for. Is Lamar looking like what they paid for? I'm just saying. He had 2 fourth quarter turnovers in the last week against the Steelers. Okay, now
excited about that one.
Now the Titans, they on and off. They lose, they win. They lose, they win. So I don't know. They lost last week, so I guess it's supposed to be their week to win. But I don't think they're gonna beat the Ravens. Ravens 28, Titans 21.
I do say that I think Derrick Henry actually might have a good game, so put him in fantasy league. I think he got. Hold up, I got you right now. Yeah, you're right, because they keep on going win, lose, win, lose. So they lost last weekend. He had 6.2 fantasy football points, but the week before they had 23. He had 23 points. So
he not averaging many yards at all. He ain't nowhere near.
He's only got about 60 fantasy football points, and I'm probably on the low end of how he's doing, but yeah. So
okay. Moving right along at 1:00, we got the Commanders at the Falcons. Now,
rise up.
Yeah, y'all better rise up.
Okay, we're at
because-
home again. Remember, I said that last week. Remember, she was like, I don't think y'all gonna do it. I said, I think we got this because we're at home. It's something about the stadium and the electricity. Yeah.
Well, and y'all are on again, off again too, but y'all are rushing over 100 yards every game. Y'all need some touchdowns though. I love woo and all that.
It's cool.
Cool, cool,
Cool.
cool, cool, woo,
Cool.
woo, 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 cool.
Young Way Cool 4-3.
Well,
So
I
yeah.
say, okay, and the Commanders, they're looking a little lost. Eric Bieniemy, he now Sam Howell, he got 6 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, but they still off and on. Falcons 28, Commanders 21.
Good job on that one. Also, big trade I don't know if it's a big trade, but Falcons Rams traded for Falcons got Van Jefferson from the Rams yesterday.
Yeah.
So we'll
Okay.
see how that works to see if maybe we get another wide receiver in and try to help out Drake and London and Kyle Pitts as tight end. So we'll see.
All right, moving right along, still at 1 o'clock, Vikings at the Bears. Now, the Bears got their first victory. They all excited. Should we keep Justin Fields? That's his first win in God knows how long. So anyways, they did score 40 points. Now, Justin he's in that category with 11 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions. Now, Kirk Cousins leads all quarterbacks with 13 touchdowns. Wait for it, and 13 sacks.
Wow.
4 interceptions, though. Now, Justin Jefferson is out.
Yep, Justin is out, guys.
So, now that being said, and Kirk Cousins is number 2 in total passing yards. All right. But again, 13 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 13 sacks. All that being said, Vikings 28, Bears 21.
They're also thinking about, I just looked on there, they're trying to see if they want to trade Kirk, if it's time for him to get traded.
Where he going? He might go to the Colts because the Colts, Richardson is out. That polar baby, he just got in the league. He out already.
He did. It's sad.
It's sad.
I think Justin, I'm not sure. Justin Jefferson also, guys, it's still coming out. I know he's not playing, but I'm not sure if they're going to put him on IR or not, which means that he has to be out, which is injured reserve, meaning he has to be out for at least 4 games. It's still to be determined.
Okay, now, this one is tough for me. The Seahawks at the Bengals. Now, these are 2 of my favorite quarterbacks. Geno is at 68.3% completions, 5 touchdowns, only 1 interception.
Man, just Geno ain't giving me no fantasy football points. You guys, I am hurt. I'm getting like 10, probably 12 max with him. Last week was like 9. He hurting me. I hope this bye week made him eat some chicken, something.
But now the defense is 8th, they've allowed under 1,500 total yards in 5 games.
They looking like that 12th man again, like they used to. They got like 25 fantasy football points last week.
Now, one-legged Joe Burrows is back, but it's 62.4%, 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Their defense is allowing a little more yards. But that Burrows and Jamar Chase, he say, I'm open. But
that's
the
number 1 receiver right there. And Jamar hasn't really been getting that much as he normally is.
And he got 3 touchdowns last week. Now, the defense of the Seahawks is looking really good.
Very good, guys.
Listen, and I know the Bengals is looking good too, but that defense of the Seahawks look like Super Bowl defense. I'm going out on a limb. Seahawks 32, Bengals 31.
Why are you doing it that way? I would have gone for the Seahawks too.
But I don't. Joe Burrows and Chase together is just so powerful. However, that defense looking mighty good.
But they're still also trying to get their rhythm together because technically Joe would have been starting coming back if he was healthy. I think I would have been like, but yeah. So I mean,
you got the Seahawks too?
Oh yeah, I definitely got the Seahawks on that one. Yeah.
Okay. All right, moving right along. We
Wait, who
got
did
the
I
four.
call for the last one? Did I call the Vikings to win?
Yeah, you said the Vikings over the
Yeah.
Bears. I know you said the Vikings.
Oh yeah, I did. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
trust them.
I'm
Just
getting
like
ready.
how I
I'm
don't
getting
trust the
ready to
Titans
question.
right now.
I'm getting ready to question your football knowledge if you said the Bears over the Vikings.
Look, last week we both said the Commanders,
That's
and the
true.
Bears out of nowhere came and said,
That's
"Hey,
true.
we're going to do 40 points over the Commanders."
That's true. But I think the Vikings gonna pull it out.
It's going to be
Moving right.
interesting since JJ ain't there, so that's why I'm.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so here we go. The 49ers at the Bears. Now, I read somewhere somebody said they think the Bears can upset the 49ers. I'm gonna tell you why they said it. The
wait, the
Bears
Bears
have,
are playing the 49ers this
I mean
week?
the Browns. I'm sorry, the
Oh,
Browns.
I
I'm
was
talking
like,
about
they playing
the Browns.
twice?
They have the number one overall defense. I'm just saying. And then listen, didn't I say weeks ago that Deshaun Watson wasn't right up here? Didn't I say that?
I'll be
Didn't I?
forgetting. I'm going to be honest.
Okay,
I'll be
wait a minute.
forgetting that he plays.
He got medically cleared, but he ain't playing. He didn't play last week. He got medically cleared, but didn't play. Duh. Something ain't right. I'm telling you, anyhow. And the 49ers are still undefeated since they hired Christian McCaffrey, who's leading all running backs, averaging
Yes.
5.2 yards per game.
And
I'm
last week against the Cowboys, George Kittle had one of his best games yet, getting 3 touchdowns like in his tight end career. They're very humble with it too. They were like,
yeah,
"Oh, okay," but yes,
very humble. And Brock Purdy, he's very spiritual, very religious. He's very humble. Christian McCaffrey, he's very Bruce Lee, martial arts, balanced and all that. So 49ers 38, Browns 21.
oh yeah, the Niners got that one. They about to be
Okay.
6-0.
Now, moving right along, the Panthers bless their hearts, is all I'm going to say, at the Dolphins. Now, let me share this with you. You've been talking about Akahi, what is it, Devon
I'm
Akahi?
so hurt that he is out.
He is
He
out.
is hurt for me. He's had the best rookie like as in a running back, just killing it, rushing, doing like making 100 and over 100 plus yards every game since that breakout
Three
game.
straight games over 100 yards,
Yeah.
averaging 12.1 yards. Now, tidbit, all of the Dolphins running backs top 21.6 miles per hour.
Wow.
Running. Yes, they all run over 21.6 miles per hour.
That's
All
fast.
5 of them. He was number 2 in rushing, and Tua is number 1 in yardage with 11 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 6 sacks. I'm just saying. Dolphins 42, Panthers 21.
Dang, you gave them 21 points.
I did. I don't know why, but
Can
anyway.
you at least say maybe like
What you think? 14?
yeah, I was gonna say 7, but then I was like, nah, I'll give him 14. Bryce
Okay,
was
I
trying.
got your 14. All right, moving right along. The Colts and the Jaguars. Now,
Oh, this is a rivalry.
both are 3-2. Both are 3-2.
The divisional rivalry. Divisional game.
Richardson is out. He's out. His throwing shoulder. We're only in week 6, and he done missed 3 of 4 games, and he done got hurt. Listen, bless him heart. Somebody said he won't prepare for the NFL. He not ready. He looking like he ain't ready. His stats don't look bad, but they got the number 3 rusher, who is Moss, and they just gave Jonathan Taylor his contract. So they looking for Richardson and Taylor in the backfield, but that ain't fitting to happen because Gardner Minshew, the unknown backup from nowhere, everywhere, is pulling it through.
What's his name?
Gardner Minshew.
I don't know what that is. Oh.
Okay. Now, Trevor Lawrence, the Jags have the number 5 rusher. He's averaging 4.2 yards per carry, and he got 3 touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns. Edelman, he's number 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so that being said, Jags 28, Colts 24.
Yeah, I'll take the Jags. They've been every time I've been saying they ain't gonna win, they somehow, because I don't know how they went against the Bills, but
Yeah,
so they have been hurt. But yeah, they also been passing to Calvin Ridley recently a
yeah,
lot too. So
yeah. He fresh off his suspension. Now,
mhm.
moving on to one of your least favorite teams, the Aints at the Texans. Now, let's back up right quick. The Saints, believe it or not, are number 5 in yards allowed. But that rookie, CJ Stroud, he is still on a
He
record-setting season. He has 7 touchdowns, 186 attempts, 0 interceptions.
he sure didn't. He almost got one on Sunday, but he dropped the ball. But yeah,
And number 3 in total yards. This rookie is setting all kinds of records. It's between him and that other boy that I got to say his name in a minute over at the Rams, and then the other boy you just finished talking about. It's just so many
rookie.
outstanding rookies
Yeah,
right now. But CJ Stroud and that defense, their defense is doing a lot better than we think. I'm just saying.
they
I'm
they
just
they
saying.
are. Yeah. I mean, the only thing the Saints, they did well on Sunday, but they also were playing the Patriots, which aren't up to par anymore. They're not our old Patriots that we know,
Nope.
like just making Bill Belichick. But Alvin Kamara is back, so their
I
leading
I say
rusher.
the Texans. I say the Texans 28, Saints 21. You going with the Texans?
I mean, why would I not? But
All right.
we're gonna clap on that one.
Moving right along. Belichick and the Patriots at the Raiders. Now let's hear. He done beat that boy two games in a row. And look what I wrote. I wrote Belichick at the bottom. Belichick at the bottom. Now, I said karma.
Oh,
I say karma is rough. You ran Tom out of town, and victories went with him. Ooh, I wrote that. Nobody else. I wrote that anyway. And Garoppolo. Now, although he leads all quarterbacks with 7 interceptions, I think they can still beat Belichick. Now, it's the student versus the teacher, McDaniel against Belichick, but I think they're gonna pull it out 21
and
6.
Jimmy G.
They got rid
He's
of
playing
Jimmy G.
against a lot of like his like peoples. Jimmy G was a backup for Tom, and then so Bill got some. He playing against some ghosts. Speaking of
So
which,
you
who's their quarterback now? Since they keep on benching Matt Jones,
Well, he said he's still his quarterback. That's what he said. He
but he
said
keep on.
still.
Yeah, he did. I forgot post game interview last
He
week.
said it.
He said it's not just Matt. He
That's
said
that.
it's not just Matt. So he's not blaming him on like fully, but yeah, they gotta get it together.
So you going with the Raiders as well?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
After that poor performance 2 weeks in a row. Although I don't think it will be as poor this week because I think Bill needs to get it. But yeah.
Okay. Now the Cardinals at the Rams. Now Joshua Dobbs, the neuroscientist, he has 6
What?
touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. He's a very brainy guy. He's a got an electrical engineering, something fancy, something very smart. His degree is in something very smart. Yeah.
I am
Mhm.
super impressed now. I did not know that. We
Yeah.
have I very am always impressed to hear about the football players that end up having like science
Oh
degrees.
yeah, he got a science degree. And so they playing the Rams, and Stafford is five touchdowns, 5 interceptions, but they got Cooper Cup back. And they got
Yes,
that
I'm so
rookie,
happy he's back. He got
that
ball.
rookie, Nakua. What is it? Nakua?
Yep, Nakua. Puka Nakua. He's been dominating too.
Yeah,
And
he's in.
Atwell too. Them
Yeah,
them three together have been now that Cooper's back, it's them three. But yeah,
yeah.
before them two have been dominating. So
So I say Rams 28, Cardinals 21. The Cardinals been keeping it interesting, and I read a brief article with a question mark. Are they thinking about keeping Kyler
Kyler
Murray?
Murray, I was just about to say that. I'm like, we haven't heard about Kyler in a minute. Like,
Josh looking good. Josh looking good. He ain't looking no worse than Kyler would have looked. So
yeah,
what you got? You
and
got
well,
the
they only got
Cardinals or the
one, but
Rams?
they only got one win, but they're keeping it close. They're not being blown out. But it is interesting to see if they will, because when it's technically, hold up, let me see. Because nobody's been talking about Kyler that I'm not gonna lie, I definitely forgot he was on it. And I don't wait a minute. They put him as physically on his stats for fantasy. They put him physically unable to perform regular season. So I wonder if that means that Kyler's going to be out for the whole season.
I think he is. I think he is. And the fact that Josh is doing, like you said, they're making good games. He's putting out a good product. Only 2 interceptions. Come on now. He
Yeah.
he looking good. He looking way better than I think Kyler would be looking right now. So you going with the Rams as well?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Cardinals.
Okay. Now moving right along to the that was a 4 o'clock game. Okay, Patriots and Raiders is 4. Eagles at the Jets. Eagles at the Jets. Now listen, I know the Eagles are undefeated, but last week, Jalen Hurts had 303 yards, 25 of 38, a touchdown, and an interception. He's 19-1 in the regular season. Okay. Now,
They're just a little too. I mean, I think I'm gonna give it to them, but I just feel like they're just cutting it too close. And in 1 minute, they're about to lose their lives. Their wings are about to get clipped. Another one, and they're gonna fall.
and see, and Brees Hall, he had 177 yards on 22 rushes, and Zach had 199 yards and only 1 interception. Listen, Zach is looking better and better every week, but I don't think they will beat the Eagles. Eagles 28, Jets 21.
Also, I already see who the Eagles play next week, and that's going to be their first loss.
Who is
They
that?
play,
49ers.
no, they play the Dolphins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's gonna be it, and it might give them a wake up call because I think they kind of need something to.
Okay.
So yeah, but I mean, I got them to win this week.
Okay.
Zach Wilson is looking a little bit better in a sense. He's still not giving me
He's
any
just like
fantasy
steady
football
at it.
points.
He's steady at it. He's steady at it.
Yeah.
He you know, now and Jalen is looking all right, but their defense is not killing it like I
Mm-hmm.
thought they would kill it. They are not. And Brees Hall is moving the football. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And their defense ain't too shabby. Don't forget they got Sauce back there. Sauce Gardner's back there, and the other Hall back there. Bryce is back there.
Yeah. They
Is
have
that
some
his
good. They
brother?
have some
Is
good
that his
weapons. It's
brother?
just
Is
not.
that his brother?
Oh, let's
I
see.
didn't look it up, and I don't have my computer with me, so look that up right quick. Now, moving right along to the Lions at the Buccaneers. Now, look here. The Lions are 4-1, and the Buccaneers are 3-1. Baker Mayfield is having an amazing year. Let's just get that out the way. He's having a very good year. All right, now, but so are the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions have only lost one game. They are looking really good. Let me see. I got some stats on them Lions. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The Lions. Wait a minute. I got something on them Lions. I can't. Oh, they did that reverse flea flicker. They got trick plays going over there. So you don't know what them Lions gonna do for you.
I'm so for the Lions to win. Jared Goff has been giving some good fantasy put on football points, and
Yeah.
honestly, the person who's really been after he got traded from the Bears to the Lions, he been running his butt off. It is
Yeah.
David Montgomery. So if you have him on your fantasy football team, let that boy run.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he put up. Oh, and yes, Brees and Bryce are actually brothers.
Okay.
So
So
I
they just
yeah.
got some brothers over there, the Hall brothers. All right, but I do think the Eagles gonna pull it out. Now, so I got the Lions 38, Buccaneers 28.
I love that.
Okay. Moving right along. The Giants at the Bills. Look here. I'm so sick of them New York Giants. I don't know what to do with them.
Okay, honestly, I'm upset that this is the Monday night? I mean Sunday night game. This is the
This
Sunday
is
night
Sunday
game.
night. This is
Okay.
Sunday night.
I'm very disappointed that this is our Sunday night game. I don't know what made them think that this was going to be great. This was almost the same reason how I feel about when they put the Jets on stuff, that they were like, oh, because
But see,
Aaron Rodgers, but this is the Bills are going to.
you got to remember, Master T. They put the TV schedule this year is based on what they looked like last year.
I know, but the Giants still
But
wasn't.
the Giants looked really good last year. He
They
won
were.
Coach of the Year. He won Coach of the Year. So they had to do something. Then they gave Homeboy all that money. So then they had to put him on the TV. And of course we think the Bills, everybody keep thinking the Bills gonna get over the hump and get past the Chiefs. I don't see that happening again this year, but anyhow. But the Giants just not looking good. And then when Shaquan Barkley went down,
Saquon is still questionable.
They hopes went up in flames
They
right there.
hope he can suit up, but he's still questionable as today. But he has until Sunday night. But I still think that he's going to be out. At least he's doing, but he's not pulling a Joe Burrow or Travis Kelce and being like, oh, I'm just gonna. No, you heal up and you go. But also, Saquon, I'm gonna need you to not get hurt after they pay you.
So they paid Jonathan Taylor. So let's see what they do because he's proven his point. They need him.
They do.
Daniel Jones back there by himself is absolutely nothing. Got the coach slinging the tablets. They're gonna find him for slinging them tablets. But anyway,
they probably already have.
The Bills 38, the Giants. Oh Jesus.
20.
Yeah, 20. Yeah. All right. Now,
sorry, my Giants fans.
Monday
I know y'all
night,
said that we keep on not picking y'all, but y'all ain't.
Monday night, the Cowgirls at the Chargers. Now, Jerry Jones said,
what Jerry say?
Listen, Dak is the quarterback to get us to the Super Bowl.
Dak is the choker. Dak choker. Okay.
Listen.
I mean, thank you for being Walter Payton Man of the Year, that you have that great personality, but you just keep on choking when times is.
Listen. It was last week was his worst performance in his career. That's what they're saying.
It was.
And look, Michael Parsons talking about not that far off.
From what?
Talking about they weren't that far off from the 49ers.
Yes, I was. I mean, when we left it, we went into remember, we was live.
Was he at the game?
I don't know, but he wasn't watching the same game we was watching, because I could have sworn, I think when we left our spot and they were probably down by like 14, I think, but then all of a sudden
42-10 was the final score.
What was it? 42? Right, because I think all of a sudden I looked and I said, dang, they scored another touchdown while I was in the car. And guess what? The funny part was they set Brock Purdy at the beginning of fourth quarter. They was like, you done your job. You sit down, Brock. Good job. Yeah. So he didn't even play fourth quarter and they still.
Yes. So now and you would think that what Trayvon Diggs, he looked like he was the whole defense, because they ain't done nothing since he went down. But I thought Michael Parsons was the defensive genius over there. What
Michael
happened?
Parsons has been getting sacks, but he can't do it on his own though. So
And so
I think
Trayvon Diggs, yeah.
I think the 49ers exposed the Cowboys' weaknesses for real. And them saying that Dak was, that was let's see, how many interceptions? He did 3 interceptions last game.
Yeah. Now, let's see. So, and I forgot to say, Josh Allen is number 5 in quarterback yardage. He has 11 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. So, but I got the Cowboys. I think they'll beat the Chargers. I think they'll snap back and beat the Chargers. What you think? No,
No. I'm gonna split this one. I know her eyes is like, what? I'm taking the Chargers. I think Justin Herbert is going to have a great game because Justin Herbert, let's see, I think he's been doing well on fantasy football. Keenan Allen, like I'm going to go for it. Keenan Allen had 4 targets. He ended up having, he's been doing well. And also, like I said, Justin Herbert. So I'm going for them.
Okay. All right. So and the Steelers, thank God we got a bye, although we sit at number 1 in the AFC North, and the Packers have a bye.
They need a bye because Jordan Love needs to get back together.
I don't know what they're gonna do with Matt Canada. They done brought a billboard in Pittsburgh, fire Matt Canada. They done put a billboard up in the city. Listen, the fans are sick of it. The fans is talking about boycotting the games until they fire Canada. Listen.
The Steelers? Man, y'all some real, I don't know if y'all bullies or what. I don't know what to call y'all. But y'all some loyal fans. I gotta do it, y'all.
Yeah, so
that's y'all's. Who is that? Y'all's offensive coordinator. Ooh.
Yeah, so listen, we have been kicked off of Facebook.
Not intentionally. It was
not intentionally. I violated some rules and regulations. I violated some rules. So listen, I gotta try to get back. But we're gonna be on YouTube and Instagram. I'm gonna behave myself. I know what I have to do, and I'm gonna behave myself. I will broadcast live from YouTube on Sunday. I don't know which game yet. Which game you think, Master T? I think Seahawks and the Bengals.
What time is that one at?
1:00. Your game is at 1:00 too.
I know.
So
I gotta work. So I'm gonna try to wake up and watch that.
It'll be a toss up. I might flip between the Commanders and the Falcons, the Seahawks and the Bengals, and the 49ers and the Browns. But I won't be showing y'all the screen. I will not be getting kicked off of YouTube. I can't show y'all the games no more like I've been doing. That was a violation. So I'm in trouble. So I'm going to behave myself, and you'll just have to look at me or Jerome or whatever I put on the screen, but it won't be the TV screen. So this is Sports Chat with you. Got anything else, Master T, on your fantasy football? Anything else you want to tell them before we get out?
Besides, I look, one of my teams, I am doing horrible. Like everybody I have is either hurt or questionable or ain't doing nothing. My other team, I'm doing great on. So just know it's a week by week. If you are struggle busting like me, it's okay. Like, as long as you ain't got no money on the line, I don't got it. We just got a trophy and some bragging rights on one of my bragging rights. So it's all good and fun, So I'll just try to, stay strong, people, because it gets a little thing because you definitely get a little emotionally tired with them. So I understand the struggle.
So this is the pregame predictions for week number 6. We're going to do another video with the power rankings for the NFL, the NBA, which just preseason, hockey is out, Major League Baseball playoffs. I need to give you all the standings on that, the WNBA standings. So it's going to be a whole separate videos on standings and playoffs and all that good stuff, but another separate video. So thank you for watching. Please follow us on YouTube. Come on off of Facebook. We ain't over there right now. love us. Come on, follow us on YouTube and Instagram. We're going to get the Instagram together now. We ain't got no choice. So anyhow, thank you and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
This is Sports Chat with Nat.